What is up, YouTube? Back with another video. I know I haven't posted in about a week. I'm not gonna lie. This week has been kind of tough for me. I've been in eval jail, which is one of the reasons why I want to make this video. I've just kind of been in eval jail. I've been trying to pass them. I've been getting close. I haven't been getting close. I'll get into it later, but yeah, this video is, how to beat prop firms, how to keep beating prop firms, how to pass accounts, all the good stuff. Um, so yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first thing you need to know about prop firms is it's a ROI game, right? So how much money are you gonna put in and how much are you gonna make out? Okay, so if you put in 10K into a business and you take out 5K or you make 5K, you're down 5K, you know? It's a negative return on investment. But if you put 1K into a business and you make 10K, that's a 10x ROI. You're putting money in and you're returning money out and you're making money. It's profitable. So, same thing with trading. If accounts cost you $1,000 and you can buy 5 accounts with that, and you can take a $1,000 payout, that's 5,000 from 1,000, and that's saying if you only get one payout of 5K, boom, you just 5x your money because you woke up a couple hours before everyone and you clicked a couple buttons, and boom, made 5K. Sounds simple, right? Okay, so let's get straight into it. First, I want to talk about how to pass accounts. So this is going to be more towards people that have gotten that first payout or two, people that have passed accounts but not gotten payouts. People that are on the verge of profitability or at the start of their profitability, and they have the skill, but they're just fighting to be consistent now. You know what I mean? So so how to pass accounts. Full port. I'm not joking. Whenever you have a skill like trading, and you never know when a good day is gonna be. Being able to full port accounts. This is obviously if you can afford it. But if you can afford hundreds of dollars, let's say on accounts, maybe even 1,000. If you can afford this, buying multiple accounts, blowing multiple sets a week, a month. If you can afford it and you've made that first payout or two, I definitely recommend, just. So, I do it two ways. I either at open just full port, and right now I'm using Apex so I can pass it in one day, which can be a lot easier. You need one day instead of two. But full porting and being able to pass all the accounts in one day, and then having, infinite whatever amount of time and days to find good or bad setups. It's, you being in the evaluation stage is only going to make you lose money, because the more time you're on the stage, the more risk you're gonna have of losing every day, and the more chance of you losing. These prop firms don't have these rules in place for no reason. They're not profitable off of unprofitable people for a reason. Um, so yeah, that's the method. If you've passed the account before, or you've gotten a couple payouts, just to start trading on that real money. Okay, boom. So now let's talk about how to rinse these prop firms, how to actually make, multiple thousands off of them. So first, what I've done, I haven't taken a crazy amount of payouts. I'm still on my, the start of my journey, but from my experience, what I like to do is I don't take a payout until I have at least my buffer, so 2,000 on a 50K, and then I try to make an extra 1,000. and I take a payout from that 1,000. So if I have 5 accounts, I make 5K. If I have 10 accounts, I make 10K. Um, I try to take a 1K payout at that 3K mark. So then once I take that, I still have my full 2,000 drawdown, and then after that, I try to take a 2K payout. So I have to build it to 4K. Um, and 2K with 5 accounts is a 10K month. 2K with 10 accounts is a 20K month. You know, you trading on one account and making $300, $200, 350, 400. The numbers might be small, but once you have multiple accounts, that's when the real scalability comes into play. And you taking $1,000 payout, $1,000 payout from 10 different accounts, boom, 10K. So yeah, that's how to rinse their accounts. And yeah, so boom, let's say you take a couple payouts. Yeah, let's say it's the first couple, and let's say you have total 10K in payouts. The next thing I would 100% do and not do. Number one, don't go and buy a LLC. Don't go and make a business account. Don't go and think you're profitable, you're a hot shot, and do all these business moves and for taxes and all this. No, bro. First, get at least 3 to 5 payouts in a row, or make 30 to 50K before even thinking about trying to um, do anything for taxes. But I do recommend, whatever state you're in or wherever you are, try to take that percentage of how much you think is going to be on taxes and put it to the side, either in cash, in a savings, whatever. If it's 20%, 25. So whenever it comes time for taxes, you have the couple hundred or couple thousand ready. And then once you have that, it's time to rinse and repeat. Full port accounts. If it takes you 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets. Um, but one thing I do recommend is, if you're kind of in eval jail for more than a week or two, it's good to take maybe half a week off, because you are losing a good amount of money. You're obviously still up on trading, but taking breaks on trading is not a bad thing. It's always gonna be there. It's never gonna run away from you, and the less you do is the more outcome that comes out of you. So yeah, I just wanted to make that quick video. Because I mean, I'm currently in semi eval jail. I've tried to pass 2 sets. I haven't passed 2 sets. It's been a week. Nothing crazy, nothing bad, nothing breaking the bank for me. But again, it's different for everyone. But yeah, yo. Hopefully, I can pass some accounts this upcoming week after 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.